A very warm welcome back to the Football Martin channel, your latest Saints news for you, coming your way as I go for my afternoon walk. I'm trying to get my step count up after that holiday I had in Rhodes. I need to burn off a few calories before I head to the gym later on this afternoon. But I want to cover the Saints news, and there was some cool news today because the under-21s, they have a mouth-watering group that they've been drawn in. It was the draw today of the under-21 International Premier League Cup, and the Saints under-21 side have been drawn against Real Madrid. It's a mouth-watering fixture, this one, and it is going to be the first game of this tournament, and it takes place at St Mary's Stadium in a couple of weeks' time. I'm going to give you all the details very, very shortly. But the group is a tough one. They've been drawn, Saints, against not just Real Madrid, AS Monaco, RB Leipzig, PSV Eindhoven, Wolves, Everton and Manchester City are all in the same group as Southampton, and the young Saints will kick off their campaign with that huge tie against Real Madrid at St Mary's Stadium on October the 29th. The kick-off is at 7 p.m. The tickets are on sale by the club already. They went on sale this afternoon to season ticket holders. They're £5, but if you have a child under 18, you can take them along free of charge, which I think is really good by the club. It's half term as well, this fixture as well. The 29th is half term, so a brilliant time for the fixture. If you've got your son or your daughter, your niece or your nephew, and you want to get them into football, now's your time to do it. It's an absolute brilliant idea by the club. Hopefully the stadium will get a good few in it as well. Our under-21s are really, really good. Got some top talent. We've already seen the likes of Moses Sesse and what he can do in the first team, and there is some more emerging talent within that group. So very much looking forward to going and watch this one in a couple of weeks' time. I think it would be brilliant. But Real Madrid playing Southampton, you don't often hear that, do you? But when I saw that pop up, I was well chuffed for them, and it'd be a great test. It'd be a mega test because they'd be good, one of, if not Europe's best club. And it'd be interesting to see what the talent's like compared to ours as well. So I am very much looking forward to this one. I'll leave all the details in the show notes below to go check out all the ticket availability. Elsewhere, what do we have to bring to you? Well, the Saints Centre put this story out, which I've popped on your screen now, and reports, they say, suggest that Saints will not activate the option to buy Ellis Yeller following his loan from Galatasaray. The 22-year-old right back joined for a fee of around £300,000. That was a loan fee. There's an option of 8.5 million euros for a permanent deal, but it looks unlikely, they're saying, that Saints will trigger the clause, and that has come from a source overseas. They're not the source, they're just sharing this story. I don't believe it whatsoever. I think it's a bit of nonsense to be. They wouldn't have made that decision, surely not after a couple of weeks of him being here. I mean, he was brilliant in his first game against Liverpool as well. So I do find that one a bit bizarre. I just don't see them already making that decision, because he looked brilliant in that first game against Liverpool, didn't he, up at Anfield. It was a brilliant performance, and a lot of people calling for him to start in the following game as well, and he didn't. But I'm surprised he's not had any more game time since that. But that is... yeah, that's the story that's being shared. I don't buy it, and it's not come from any good sources as of yet. Not saying the Saints Centre are not a good source, they're just sharing the story, like I said. Right, what else do we have? Not Saints related, but ex-Saints we're going to cover now. Danny Röhl, he looks like he's the favourite now for the Rangers job. He is impressed, apparently, from what I've read. Give me your thoughts on that one. Do you think he could be a success at Rangers? I think it's a bit of a poison chalice, that one right now. The club's in a massive transitional period at this moment in time. Russell Martin really struggled there, didn't he? Be interesting to see if he gets back into management quickly. I think he will do, you know. I think he end up back in the Championship for some reason. But yeah, Danny Röhl looks like he's the favourite for the Rangers job. It'd be interesting to see if they actually do offer it to him. They did really want Steven Gerrard, didn't they? And that didn't happen. Elsewhere with ex-Saints, because it's another story I saw pop up on my social media earlier, is former Southampton and Premier League manager and striker Ian Dowie is reportedly facing bankruptcy. Proceedings with HMRC filed a petition against the 60-year-old, who is expected to have a court hearing at the High Court regarding financial matters. I saw that one pop up. I remember watching Saints, and my first memories of Saints, Ian Dowie was actually playing up front for Saints. I know he's a manager for a period of time as well. Simon Jordan talks about him a lot on TalkSport as well. I think things didn't go quite to plan there, but it's just a story that I saw circulating today, and it's all reports at this moment in time. What else did I want to cover on the channel today? Non-Saints related, because there's not loads of Saints news. I was catching up whilst I was travelling the last couple of days on James Maddison's YouTube channel. Absolutely phenomenal content James Maddison's put out. Totally recommend it, even if you're not a Saints fan. It's well worth watching. A Premier League footballer vlogging on a camera like I am right now, a DJI Pocket 3. He took his camera to vlog as he went on a pre-season training camp with Tottenham Hotspur, and they were travelling overseas. I think it was to Korea, where they went, South Korea. Obviously Son from that part of the woods, and they often head there for their pre-season camps. Took his camera and he picked up a horrific ACL knee injury while I was there. He tore his ACL, a horrible injury, actually a career-ending injury for any normal human being, but he's gone going through the process of rehab, and he has now put his second installment up on his channel. I totally recommend going and watching it. I think it's brilliant. I really enjoyed it. It's about an hour, and he is basically detailing and showing and vlogging his operation that he's had and the process afterwards and what he's going through, and it's quite humbling actually to see it. And like, football means a lot to him as well. You know, it's his living, it's his career, and yeah, watching him go through the rehab. He's in with the medical team and stuff as well. And I just think it's well worth a watch. I love football content, but a Premier League footballer, a professional footballer, walking around with one of these cameras that I've got in my hand now and doing a bit of vlogging, I think is absolutely tremendous. So yeah, go check that one out for sure. Thoroughly enjoyable. If there's anything else you recommend me watching, by the way, get involved in the comments box below. Any content you think I should be checking out, let me know. I'd love to get your thoughts. It's very autumny here today. It's very chilly. Just walking, nearly at Home Bargains where I'm going. Just got to go and grab a couple of household essentials this Tuesday. What's coming up on the channel before I finish up this video? The Swansea pre-match show will be out later on in the week. I do have a guest joining me for that, but I probably won't put it out until we've had Will Steele's press conference and we get a bit of team news and we see how all the international players come back. There could be injuries. Shay Charles has played a lot of football, by the way, during international football. He has played both games. He played 90 minutes against Germany last night. He looked good in that. Boy, did he look good. I watched a large chunk of that and he looked really good. And also he played in the game the weekend as well, and he was man of the match. So it's been a really good international break for Shay Charles, but he's played a lot of football, which never great, is it? Because you don't want our players playing too much football getting burnt out, especially when there's a league game at the weekend. So the video for the pre-match will go out after the press conference. All the press conference reaction in that, the predicted lineup, everything else that I do in my pre-match show will be out. I might just film that from the Dow Bar because I'm down there on Friday having a conversation with the Saints Foundation, because I'm going to start bringing you all the stories from the foundation and bringing it to you here on the channel, so we get an update on what's happening in the Saints Foundation, and I'll bring everything that they're up to, all that's going on here on the channel as well. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you again very soon.